What's up, Libra? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Alright, guys, so let's get right into this reading. Let's see what is going on for you guys. So, guys, it's going to be a general reading, Sun, Moon, and Rising, okay? Let's just see what comes out. What is going on for the sign of Libra, February 2018? What is happening for the sign of Libra? Alright, guys, let's see what's up. Alright, guys, so the energy that you have here is the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So whether this is with work or with love or with a friendship, you're not seeing eye to eye with a person, okay? It doesn't mean that there's going to necessarily be a fallout, but something that you guys have to work on. It could just be the way that you communicate, the way that you love, the different language that you speak in terms of love, okay? And behind that, we have the Sun card in the reverse. So there could be something unexpected that comes to light, or someone who unexpectedly, reaches out to you, and it could cause a bit of disordinance. So let's see what's happening. The first card that you guys have for the past is the Four of Coins. I'm sorry. So with the Four of Coins, you're really guarding yourself from something. It could be, literally with finances, or you guys withholding information. Okay. And with the Four of Wands, there's a sense of transition and instability that you're dealing with. Okay, something that has a very rocky foundation. And you're guarding yourself because with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I feel like something that you weren't expecting, may have taken a wrong turn. Okay, and not necessarily a wrong turn. It could have just been things going in a way that you didn't expect it to go in. All right. Now, the next card that you have for the past is the Chariot in the reverse, which is going to be a situation that is not only happening very fast, but you just feel like you have no control over it, okay? And with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, maybe some of you were dealing with a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or maybe you were taking on this energy. This is someone who's going to act like a diva. This is someone who's going to be very passionately angry, in a situation. And we have the Ten of Cups. So the reason why this might be so difficult is because this is something that, for the most part may have made you very happy. Okay. And now you're looking at it and things, might be coming out and there's a huge change and it's just causing the sense of imbalance. Okay. But there is something out of the situation that you guys are trying to manifest here with the Magician. Okay. So with the Magician, you have all the tools that you need to manifest what it is that you want, whether it be with work, career, love, family. But with the Hermit card in the reverse, guys, there's more research that needs to be done here. Okay, so there's something that you have your eye on. There's something that you want to bring to life here. But, with the Hermit upright, this is someone who really, they're trying to think about, how to master something, whether it be, I'm not leaving this room until I finish this book, or I'm not, leaving this room until I figure out, quantum physics, whatever it is. They really want to figure something out. They really want to master a certain concept. So in the reverse, it could be you mastering it and moving forward, or it could be a sense of you not doing enough research, okay? And we have the Devil card. So in this case, I really feel like it's something toxic that you're excited about. You want to move towards it. But it's, saying don't put all your eggs in that basket. But it's in the past, so let's see how things played out. Because it could have definitely been something that caused a lot of conflict. Now, in the present moment, guys, the first card that you have is the Four of Cups in the reverse, where there's an offer that you guys make that is accepted, or maybe you accept an offer, or there's just something here that's being accepted in general. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that you guys are talking to, that you accept an offer from them, okay? And we have the Nine of Wands. So whatever this is, you're putting hard work into it. You're really standing your ground. You're being resilient, and you're taking a slow approach. Okay, so I love the Knight of Coins because, yes, out of all the knights, it's the slowest moving knight. But he makes the least mistakes, or she makes the least mistakes, because they take the time to really do their research and to really plan out each step, ahead. And with the Ten of Wands, there's a huge burden that you guys are releasing here. Now you have the Two of Coins in the reverse. So with the Two of Coins in the reverse, there's a decision that you make here, or, there could be something that you drop at the same time. And it's, with the Lover's card, could be in a love situation. Now with the Lover's card, it doesn't necessarily have to be, an intimate lover. It could just be someone that you have a strong connection to. It could be a relationship between a daughter and a mother, between cousins, just someone that you really love. But with the Page of Coins in the reverse, you decide that this is not something that you want to move forward with, or maybe you've been trying and trying, but you haven't gotten the outcome that you wanted. So it makes you feel lost in a sense, and you just don't see this thing moving forward or expanding with the Three of Wands in the reverse. Okay, and we have the Nine. Excuse me, guys. I have something in my eye. Okay, so there's something here that you stop worrying about. Okay, by you letting this thing go, you're in a place where you're able to release a burden. Okay, you're not losing sleep anymore. You're not as anxious anymore. Okay, yes, there's a bit of imbalance, and yes, you're trying to find yourself again, but you have to figure out in which way am I going to do this. Okay, but you know that you're releasing a lot of burden by not moving forward with this thing, whether it was your decision or not. Okay, it's putting you in a place where now you can take, more control over your life. Moving forward, the first card that you have is the Hierophant in the reverse. So you're dealing with something that's not meant to be on your path. All right, it could be some of you, leaving a relationship, leaving a marriage, walking away from a job. It's just something that doesn't resonate with your soul anymore. And we have the Three of Cups in the reverse. It could be because of promiscuity. It could be a third-party situation here. And with the Five of Coins, someone's rejected, okay? Either you guys leave someone out in the cold or they leave you out in the cold, okay? And with the Nine of Coins in the reverse, followed by the Five of Swords, there's someone here that they were just being a leech. They just wanted so much, but they weren't willing to put in the work to deserve what it is that they were asking for. Okay, they just want the things handed to them on a silver platter. And with the Six of Cups, you could be thinking a lot about the past, maybe choosing to leave someone in the past. Okay, something that you were working on, or maybe you just start working on something with someone from your past. But I just feel like it was something that you guys were working on that it's not going to come to pass. Someone that you have to let go of here. A partnership that you have to let go of. Yeah, someone tries to come back into your life, guys. All right, so you have a past lover or past partner, just someone that you've been estranged from that tries to come back into your life, but you don't allow it. And you move away from this, even if it's something that's painful, but you know that you're going to be better off without it. By the way, guys, I'm completely blind right now, but my glasses were bothering me. And you have the Nine of Cups in the reverse, guys. So this is something that you don't feel good about. There's a huge sense of dissatisfaction. Okay? And it could be because of somebody that was, being promiscuous, not being honest. Could have been a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Or just, whoever that you were dealing with at the time. But with the Justice card in the reverse, they just weren't being honest. Okay? So you guys are letting something go that just could have been problematic for you. All right? And you're suppressing, the heartbreak that you feel. But honestly, guys, I always say, if someone has to choose between, you and another person, then let them go with that other person. Okay? When you find someone who's for you, they're going to be for you. You're not going to have to force that. All right. So, Earth Magic Oracle cards, like always. Let's see what your advice is for this month. Okay. What card of advice does Libra need to hear? February 2018. What is the advice that Libra has to hear? Alright, guys. You guys got two cards here. Wow. You guys got Fog and Completion. You guys were in a situation where I feel like you were just in like a bubble of confusion. You weren't sure what you wanted to do, or maybe you weren't allowing yourself to see the reality of the situation or the truth about a person. But, you know, fogs, they are always going to lift. And I think that there has been a certain clarity that you have gotten over a situation, whether you were the catalyst to the fog or somebody else was the catalyst to the fog. And you're seeing it for, you know, not only are you seeing the reality of it, but you're seeing that this person may have been dishonest with you. It could have been a business partner. It could have been, you know, a friendship. But somebody just didn't have your best intention at heart, or maybe vice versa. Maybe you didn't have their best intention at heart. But with the full moon completion, this is a phase that just needs to be over, guys. And, you know, what this card really does say is that this is going to be something that you really have to take the time to give it its proper mourning. And I'm not saying that you have to sit at home and cry for weeks. No. But make sure that you fully understand and grasp why it didn't work out. You know, let yourself really just take all that information in. Once you realize why it didn't work out, then let yourself go through what you have to go through. If you feel like you have to cry, cry. If you feel like you have to meditate. If you feel like you have to go for a hike, do that. Do whatever you need to do to get into a good mindset, because what's most important about this completion card is that you don't give this its proper grievance. It's going to be something that carries on into the future of your life. You know, when we get out of things like this, if we move on too quickly, whether it's to, you know, a new friendship or, you know, to a new lover, and we just try to brush it under the rug, you're going to find that in the next, you know, situation that you're in, you're going to be dealing with a lot of the same problems, because you know, subconsciously, your soul is still going to be carrying the weight of that. So, you know, the fog is being lifted. And I feel like for a lot of you, what it is that you're seeing when the fog is lifted is something that makes you very uncomfortable. Okay, but the good thing about discomfort is that it really sets you up to succeed in a good way. Because when you deal with so many things in life that you don't want, you kind of develop a backbone, and it's like, okay, I saw what I don't want. Now, how do I move towards what I do want? And how do I do it in a way that I'm not attracting that again? And that's another thing. If you feel like you've been attracting the same thing, or maybe you've just been dealing with the situation longer than needed, it's going to be a good time to kind of self-reflect. Okay? And, you know, it's funny because I know that it's so normal to get hurt by a certain sign, and then you're going to have your prejudice against that sign. Okay? So, for example, let's say Cancer. Okay? So let's say you get hurt by Cancer. And you kind of carry that on with you, and it's like, oh, I hate Cancers. They're like this, like this, like that, and like this. We can't hold that kind of animosity, you know, because everything is so big. And as opposed to looking at certain signs and saying, I hate this sign or I hate that sign, I think that we have to take a little bit more responsibility and say, what did I do to attract that? And once I knew that it wasn't good for me and I stayed in it, why did I do that? Okay, so yeah, we got to take responsibility for certain things, especially if this is something that has happened time and time again. But there's also going to be that sense of, now that I see it for what it is, I really have to end it, and I really have to nip it in the bud. But, sorry guys. Okay, so not only do you have to complete it, get rid of what wasn't working for you, but you have to put yourself in a place where you understand why you got there. And what caused you. Maybe you felt vulnerable at the time that you met this person. Okay, so ask yourself what you've been doing, what hasn't been working for you, and try to rearrange that. And if you feel like you've been attracting a lot of bad, then ask yourself, what can I do to, you know, attract better things? Okay, and I think it's always so important to self-reflect, because once we realize who we are as people, that's when, you know, we can change certain things, maybe chill with different people, maybe go to different places. Okay, maybe it's a time for a change of scenery. Okay, but the fog is lifted, guys, and it's time to complete the cycle. Okay, but the beautiful thing about completion is that there's always something new coming in. All right, when something dies, something new always comes in. So get yourself in a good place and be ready for what is coming in. But yeah, this is just something that I definitely feel like you guys have to let go of. Something that just wasn't good for your heart and for your soul. But Libra, I love you guys so much. Anything that you guys need, I'm always here for you. And if you guys do want a personal reading, I'm going to leave everything in the description. So just email me. I'm happy to help. Take care, guys.